man standing with the WWE title on his hands was me, Alberto Del Rio. There's no one better than Alberto Del Rio in WWE, so you better get used to see me as a WWE champion for long. I'm powerful! Long. I'm rich! Long time.
Berto, I hate to interrupt anybody when they're talking, but I never received my one-on-one title shot after you cashed in your Money in the Bank contract on me. You got the cojones to put the title on the line against me?
Losers don't deserve title shots. Why don't you come and see me when you do something right?
Executive Vice President John Laurinaitis gave CM Punk the opportunity he was waiting for.
CM Punk will face Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship if CM Punk can defeat Mark Henry.
If Punk can land the elbow here, Jerry, this could be over. Punk, elbow to the heart. And there's the WWE Champion Alberto Del Rio, his personal ring announcer Ricardo Rodriguez. But he sent Rodriguez to the ring, and Rodriguez is pummeling away on Mark Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a disqualification, Mark Henry.
CM Punk is livid. I believe what it means is that Punk doesn't get his title opportunity in Survivor Series.
Later that night,
Wow! Alberto Del Rio is knocked out cold.
CM Punk took matters into his own hands.
It's a simple yes or no answer.
What do you say? What do you say?
And I'm not gonna let go until you say yes to giving me my match at Survivor Series.
Can I have a match in Survivor Series? You have your match! Oh, no!
Following contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Championship. Please welcome at this time Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Damas y caballeros, aquí en esta noche en Nueva York les presento al hombre que ganará su título otra vez, al orgullo de México, el patrón. Él es Alberto
Alberto Del Rio does some serious damage to CM Punk here tonight, so CM Punk can understand what it's like to be in pain. Oh, will you quit being a crybaby, Cole?
Ladies and gentlemen, per the request of the challenger, I would like to introduce CM Punk's personal ring announcer, WWE Hall of Famer, Howard Finkel.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Nearly 17,000 strong here in the Big Apple, on their feet for the #1 contender, CM Punk. And any way you look at it, Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk is going to be a hell of a matchup here tonight at Survivor Series.
the 50-year history of the WWE Championship, the title has changed hands here in New York on 15 occasions. More than any other place in the entire world. Will it happen tonight?
And CM Punk is finally getting his rematch after Alberto Del Rio cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam.
Alberto Del Rio has had a magical year. He began the year off by winning the largest Royal Rumble in history. He also won the Money in the Bank ladder match and then cashed it in at SummerSlam to win the WWE title.
Oh, wait a minute. You know you have to keep an eye on Ricardo Rodriguez, because throughout this entire magical year that you speak of, Rodriguez has been there creating shortcuts for Del Rio. And I don't think that's befitting of a champion.
You know, CM Punk enters this match a 4-time world champion and a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. In fact, he's the only man to win it 2 years in a row.
Later tonight, for the first time in history, known WrestleMania opponents will team up when The Rock partners with John Cena to battle R-Truth and The Miz.
I have a hard time believing, King, The Rock and John Cena will be able to coexist here tonight.
Well, I gotta agree, The Rock and John Cena certainly are an unlikely team. But it's not necessarily uncommon to see the Great One shelve his personal feelings for the betterment of the team. You got to remember, the Rock and Sock connection.
You're right, King. You know, Rock wasn't necessarily fond of Mankind when they first teamed, but that was different. The Rock and Mankind weren't already signed to do battle on the biggest stage of them all.
Oh! Ow!
Oh, did you see that? His body twisting and turning in a sickening way.
What a reversal! A sharp kick. Wow!
CM Punk going for it. Tonight marks the 3rd time in WWE history that the Big Apple has played host to Survivor Series.
Yeah, and the last time was in 2002 when Big Show defeated Brock Lesnar for the same prize. CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio are battling over here tonight, the WWE Championship.
Getting back to Survivor Series 2002 for a moment, that night also marked the first ever Elimination Chamber match.
Oh, I remember that, and Shawn Michaels will forever hold the honor of winning the first ever Elimination Chamber. He turned back Chris Jericho, Kane, Rob Van Dam, Booker T, and Triple H that night to capture the World Heavyweight title. CM Punk says he's going to make the WWE Championship interesting again.
What I don't like about CM Punk is the way that he coerced Alberto Del Rio into putting the championship on the line here tonight. Big Show had knocked out Del Rio. Then Punk put on the Anaconda Vice and made Del Rio agree to this match.
Well, remember, Punk never received a one-on-one rematch after Del Rio successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam.
King, John Cena has been named Superstar of the Year at the Slammies the past 2 years.
Yeah, but you'd have to think whichever superstar wins this match here tonight will be the odds-on favorite to win this year's Superstar of the Year when the Slammies are held next month.
You know, King, speaking of the Slammies, I'm no stranger to that award. I've a few proudly displayed on my mantle at home.
Well, unfortunately, I also won a few Slammies in 1996, and they weren't necessarily career highlights, considering what I won them for. And let's just leave it at that. You know, I've been watching Alberto Del Rio since he arrived here in the WWE, and he's always working the little things, something his opponent never sees coming. That's what's unique about Alberto Del Rio.
What's going to be interesting is that you would have to assume the strategy for both men in this matchup is to work the arms of the other. For Del Rio, it's the cross arm breaker, and of course for Punk, the Anaconda Vice.
And you would have to think that both of these guys are under a lot of pressure. It doesn't get any bigger than competing in the Big Apple. You know, not to brag or anything, Cole, but I have...
Wow, that's got to be it.
The shoulders are down.
CM Punk gets the shoulder up.
With the championship at stake, you know these superstars will give everything they have to win here tonight.
You know, King, I'm thinking about filing a criminal and civil lawsuit against CM Punk after he injured me this past week on Raw.
Oh, that's great. CM Punk, what a maneuver.
Pump Del Rio up high, going for the GTS.
Oh, but look at Del Rio. He's not even going for that cross arm breaker. And, whoa, watch that roundhouse.
Yeah, but look at Del Rio. Del Rio flew to the arm breaker. Arm breaker.
Locked into the submission, trying to tear that shoulder.
Oh, he's going to have to block out the pain if he hopes to escape this.
Whoa! And he
fights his way out.
He was able to reverse that.
The first time this great arena hosted Survivor Series was back in 1996.
And unfortunately, I remember that well. I teamed with a young Triple H, Goldust, and Crush to take on The Rock, Jake Roberts, Mark Merrow, and The Stalker. Let's just say it didn't go so well.
Stalker?
Yeah, was that you in disguise?
King, you may not remember the 1996 Survivor Series fondly, but I assure you the WWE Universe does. Among the highlights were Undertaker shoulders down. The past couple...
A kick out, and he almost had him. You know, the young guys watching in the locker room area can learn a lot by watching Alberto Del Rio. He's technically sound, and he knows every inch of that ring.
For my money, Alberto Del Rio is the superstar of the year.
Well, we don't agree on much, but it is hard to argue that, Cole. But I can't believe that this is the first time he's defended the WWE Championship here in New York.
Hooking the leg.
He ducked it. It's so hard to game plan for CM Punk.
Yes, considering his Muay Thai style, it allows Punk to use his legs, his weapons, as much as his arms.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Alberto Del Rio is a mixed martial arts expert in his own right. Although, it doesn't look good for him right now, does it?
CM Punk making a move.
Out.
And again, Punk going to the top.
Oh my gosh!
What a move! Trying to put him away. Knee to the skull. The GTS connects. And will this be it?
Look at this!
Oh, and a kick out. And look at Punk. Wait!
He's got him!
He had a con device locked in. Locked in on Del Rio.
Del Rio maybe hits. Look at this! Del Rio's tapping out!
We got a new champion.
Oh my God! CM Punk has won!
What a moment!
Oh man! The WWE Championship just being handed to CM Punk.
Here is your winner and new WWE Champion, CM Punk.
And now the celebration.
You're right about that. Punk sharing it with his fans.
What an incredible moment.